teach from a subject, me, you, and the Lord. Many times we see when things happen in life, depending on how you interpret those things, how you decode them in your mind, it determines how you receive. It determines whether you victimize yourself. We have a lot of people in the body of Christ that's victimizing themselves. So what? You made a mistake. That does not mean that you have to victimize yourself and keep yourself down. So what? Something happened and you might feel like you could have handled it a different way. And so now all of a sudden you're walking around for 18 days. I don't feel like I'm saved. I don't feel like I'm a Christian because of the way that you actually received or decoded those things in your mind. I asked one of our children the other day, I said, have you ever heard of the expression, there's three sides to every story? Surprisingly, she said no. And it got my mind thinking. You know, I know coming up, we got in trouble so much to where it was just a given that mom was not going to believe what we say, because we have a way of only taking out certain parts and certain elements of a story to make us look good. And we have a way of victimizing ourselves and demonizing the person that's an oppressor, the person that we feel that started it, and all of this stuff. And we just knew that one of the questions will be, well, what did you do? Most of the time things happen in your life. Ask yourself, when you are telling somebody, well, what happened? You know, use fresh occurrences. Somebody, we can stand on the sideline and look at a play, clearly see at least 2 or 3 people didn't block you. I said, what happened? Well, what happened was, see, I was doing this. And then that person, he the one missed the blockers, and you know, things like that. And you're just sitting up there looking like you are one big liar. We saw it. Some occasions, it's on video, but you know, it's basically, you know, this is what such and such did. This is never what I did. And so we always have a tendency to look at ourselves sort of outside of things, where things are happening in our homes. We look at ourselves. I'm going through so much. God, how can you do this to me? And all of this other stuff. And we don't realize that what's happening in the home, it happens to all of us. It's amazing how people don't even know the difference between a house and a home. Let me ask you, who here knows the difference between a house and a home? Anybody, just take a stab at it. Go ahead, baby.
You know, like a house is like a big, like, come at, and a home is like where you stay or something. Yeah, like with family, and you go back to.
It's 2 words in both words that can help you. It's music playing through the speakers.
A house is.
It's music playing through the speakers.
A house is everywhere that a home is full.
See, what are the last 3 letters of a house, of the word house? What are the last 2 letters of a home?
Me.
See, a home, me, I am in a home. A home cannot be a home without the combined elements of every single individual piece.